Hey YouTube, back here with another video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Here I got a motherboard issue or a BIOS issue from a Lenovo. I'm going to show you how I diagnosed and repaired and why I think that in the first place. Let's get into the video. Alright, so as you can hear and see, when it turns on, it's like blinks 3 times and it beeps 3 times. But the beeps are actually at a changing rate, so it's likely that it's RAM, but at the same time, it's also likely that's a deeper issue than the RAM. So I'm going to go ahead and open everything up and see what's going on under the hood. Alright, you can see right here, it's saying it's kicked with dust, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of compressed air real quick. It's like something that would say don't try at home, but I'll do it though, you know. Now that the fans aren't plugged no more, let's go ahead and test the RAM. So right here I got 4 RAM modules. I know for sure the Samsung one is good, so I'll test it first. And even though it doesn't have a hard drive in it, as you can see, it should always stable to BIOS. So let's see what happens. Just fell on my foot. Oh shoot, did it turn on? Oh. Huh. That's all it was, it just ran. So now I thought it was gonna be a deeper issue than that, but now that we know that, let's go ahead and put a hard drive in it, and install Windows 10 Pro to the device. The first things first, you're gonna do, you're gonna put the SSD or hard drive in. So what you gotta do is match the alignment of the socket up with the alignment of the hard drive port. So it's gonna go in as such. Let's pop it in, and that's nice and sturdy. So usually I would have to order this, but it's going to be a hard drive caddy that goes around and supports the drywalls in the actual bottom case, so it doesn't, move around as such when it's in motion and doesn't fall out of place. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to keep it as it is. So And don't close anything up until you're done the OS install. Everything goes through good, because you may have to open it up again, and that's going to be, you know, wasting more time instead of just leaving it open until you're certain that everything's done. So, second step's going to be getting a USB, excuse me, that has Windows Media Creation tool on it. So basically, it has to be 8 GB thumb drive minimum. All you do is you plug it into thumb drive port, and then you turn the laptop on. When you turn the laptop on, you have to turn it on into the boot device menu. So for Lenovo, I believe it's F12. We're going to see them right now. Yes, and you will pick USB hard disk drive, and it's going to load into Windows 10's setup page. It's going to take probably about 30 seconds at the most. If it takes more than about 30 seconds, then I suggest that we have to go to the BIOS and then check some settings. But it popped up. If it doesn't pop up, what you have to do is go to the BIOS, pressing either F2 for Dell and Lenovo, F10 for HP, and F8 or Escape for some other models like Asus, Toshibas, Samsungs. Once you're in the BIOS though, what you would do is go to the boot options, and then you will disable secure boot and enable legacy boot, and also enable USB boot if it's an option. So once you get to this page, you would say I don't have a product key if it asks you. And because we already know that Windows 10 Pro will work with this device, we're gonna hit Windows 10 Pro. So let's say that we don't know that Windows 10 Pro will work with the device. What we would do is install Windows 10 Home out the gate, and then actually do I check to see if it's activated off Windows 10 Home. If it's not activated on Windows 10 Home, you hit troubleshoot when it shows you that option. I'm gonna show you later, but I'm just gonna show you that option, hit troubleshoot, and then you're going to see if it gives you a product key that's found on the device. If it doesn't, it still ways around it, but that's for later. So where you hit right here, you're not gonna hit upgrade, going to hit custom install. So because we want to delete everything off this drive and start a new OS, we're gonna just start deleting everything. But if we were to want to save everything, you would go to the primary drive and just hit next without deleting everything. But because we'll delete everything, it's gonna hit delete on every partition. And just install a whole new operating system. This process right here is going to take about 3 to 15 minutes depending on the speed of your hard drive. After the device loads the OS, it's going to boot to the setup page and just click your settings. United States. We're just going to ask about the keyboard, skip that. And it's going to be a critical step right here. Do not say you have Wi-Fi until you set it up. Say I do not have internet. continue limited setup. So basically, say you have internet, you're gonna have to log into a live Microsoft account. So it's gonna take a little bit longer. In order to save time, just don't do that. Unless you're really gonna, you know, have a computer for a while, or you really don't mind using the extra time to set it up, then it's fine by you. So the first thing that I'm gonna do when it loads to Windows 10 is actually check for updates. Boom. All right, we're here. So connect the Wi-Fi. You can see Windows is not activated, so let this load real quick. But in the meantime, let's get these updates started. So just want to check for updates automatically when you're on Wi-Fi. The date and time is off, so let's change this. You can see that notification went away. So Windows updated itself. Windows activated itself automatically because it detected the what you call it, the product key on the firmware. So you can see right here that actually there's driver updates for the system, the local area, not the wireless local area network, the graphics, and the actually the CPU, I believe. So one sticker RAM is not being read. That is an issue. So again, checking for updates. let it take its time, but in the meantime, I'm actually gonna restart the device because I believe the RAM wasn't read because I didn't click it all the way in when I initially installed it. So I'll turn it off, turn it back on. Let's see how much RAM is read in the BIOS and the EFI. I'll start going to the EFI. It's going to boot to Windows, so that boots Windows. I believe for Lenovo, the BIOS key is F1, not F2, so that's why it's booted to Windows. I am tired. Gonna be 4 gigs. Still showing 2. Strange. Make sure there's no updates for the RAM bus. That is a possible issue, even though it's somewhat unlikely. See how slow it is. I can't work with this anymore. Let me put some more in here. So it could be 2 things. It could be a bad RAM stick, which I don't believe is the case, or I just didn't put it in all the way, which was the case. So now that I correctly installed the RAM, let's try this the 3rd time. And 4 gigs, 3.6 gigs. So that's good money. Alright, now let's focus on the updates. I gotta study after this, so hurry up and get it done. Now that the RAM is in here, it should go a little bit faster. 4 gigs, I say, even though 2 gigs is the bare minimum for Windows to be running, I say 4 gigs is the minimum for any type of actual use of Windows. Like, with 2 gigs of RAM, it's going to be like at like 70% utilization, which means that, and that's like just idling. So that means that the computer really can't process too much things at once. It could do, it might be fine on updates and activating Windows, but once you try to do some user-based activities like browsing the web or even playing a game, not even like solitaire, it's gonna crash on you. So 4 gigs would be decent to, you know, have a little bit of liberty with your laptop. let this sit for about should be done for like 20 minutes and you're good to go. That's it for the video, guys. Again, like, subscribe, comment. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. More content on the way, but this is just like a little tutorial for trying to diagnose a bad RAM issue. You saw the 3 beeps in the beginning. That showed me had a RAM issue, but I initially thought that it was a motherboard or BIOS issue because I didn't see the RAM properly. So lesson to be learned: A, always double check if the RAM is seated properly, and also that's good RAM. And B, don't jump to conclusions.